Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. We are now live. This is the audio test. We will be starting soon. Please let me know if any of the commentators this week are a little too loud or a little too quiet. We want, well, I guess just me to be about kind of loud, and the game should be just barely audible. Please let me know if you have any recommendations. All of your input is extremely valuable to us because we don't know how the audio is going to behave this week. I sound like I'm in your head. Do I have echo? That's awesome. Yeah, I'm using a bad mic because I'm in Chicago this weekend, but it's going to happen like once a month. Get used to it, guys. I'm not going to bring my full setup with me every time. As long as the game isn't interfering with your day-to-day life, you should dedicate more time if you want. That was the most, like, non-statement I've ever read. Skullgirls is a fun game. Yes, you should dedicate more time to it. Of course, if it impacts your life negatively, then that is up for you to make clear judgment on. But I'm not going to tell you. It's like, yeah, you should definitely do that kind of, sort of, but not really. Only if you want to. That's silly. I might be a bit too loud. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah, I have my current modifier is -17. So I don't know why, but my laptop mic is apparently extremely sensitive. See if I can crank that down a notch. Hello. Still a little bit. Hello. That's a little better. Skullgirls needs to be turned up just a notch. Let's see, volume mixer. A little too loud. That's about right. That looks about right. Does the game seem to be dominating anything, you guys? You're audible, maybe a little too loud. Oh, okay. I'm still too loud. Interesting. How unorthodox. What are the filters on this thing? What's my gain at? Gain's only an 8. Yeah, that's crazy. Am I still too loud? Oh, that was before. You're fine now. Oh, okay. I'll move it back to whatever the heck that was. Hello. Hello. Is this good? Let me know if I'm good. One last time. What was that thumbling noise in my right ear? Is it me? Does anyone else hear a thumbing noise in their right ear? Specifically the right ear. This is not ASMR. I do not have 2 mics set up just so I can simulate whispering in one of your ears. I don't know. Ah, crap. If I don't have a co-host, I actually have to go grab my fight stick. All right. That's a good enough audio test. That's fine. Ladies and gentlemen, wait. Sometimes when I talk, sometimes. I'll let you take. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Skullgirls Get Gr8. We are now live. What we do here is we try to match up against an even opponent because you never know who you're going to fight on quick match. It's kind of spooky sometimes. And it's also kind of hard to get constructive criticism online. So we dedicate a stream to you where we upload VODs with us giving full commentary on what we want to teach you and how well you're currently dealing with it. Our first opponent is going to be actually a lecture instead of a matchup. It's going to be me fighting Dry Eyes, and during each match, I'm going to try and teach him something completely different. We're going to find out. Rank ASMR 1? I don't know. I love ASMR. I like listening to ASMR, not like streamed ASMR. I like listening to like the pre-recorded like skits. Like those are really cute. But in general, like doing ASMR is weird. I don't like whispering all the time. I like having full control of my voice. I like my voice. I don't know. It's alright, I guess. Although we do need to get the show on the road. So I will be going up against Dry Eyes in just a moment. I hope that you can hear me, Dry Eyes. I hope that you haven't muted the stream just yet, but do mute the stream once the match does start. This won't be like a normal match for you. I'm not just gonna fight you. I mean, I can if you really want me to, but it's gonna be just me trying to see how good you are at blocking high lows, how good you are at dealing with grabs, or what your offense is like. I'm gonna see if I can just parry everything, you know, the classic stuff. So we're gonna see how you play. Now give me just 2 minutes because I have no idea where my fight stick is. Be right back. I see you're not teching grabs at all. That's all good. That's what jumping is for. That's true. Dealing with grabs does not necessarily mean teching grabs. Nobody techs grabs. It's really, really hard. I mean, that's not true. Some people tech grabs. Some people are really, really good at this game. In general, though, you can... Up-packing is the only form of blocking. You know, after like basically doing a Skullgirls hiatus for a year and then like coming back, it is super weird, and I kind of like it, but like I know a lot of people think it makes up-packing too good. In most games, up-backing, your jump startup is vulnerable. So if someone does low while you're up-backing, or not low, someone does a mid hit while you're up-backing, you actually get hit. Not just lows, mids too. It's really weird. But as I was saying, yeah, you don't have to tech grabs. Teching grabs is hard. Just dealing with grabs in general. There are ways to get around it, and if you're really good, then you punish it too. Whiffed grabs are actually extremely vulnerable because they make your character model as tall as they can possibly be. This is universal, I believe. So things from a very, very reasonable height in the air, if you jump to avoid the grab, you can still get a really solid punch. Air unblockables are weird. What's air unblockable? You mean like the air, like the anti-air grabs and stuff? Or do you mean like other games? Yeah, air unblockables in other games are really weird. I don't like it. I'm kind of like used to it just because of Tekken. Wait, Tekken, you can't block in here, can you? No, you can't. Can you? You don't jump in Tekken. It's one of the weird ones. It's like one of the games where it's like jumping is kind of scary. Up-backing is the only form of blocking. Hell yeah. Anyway, I think I read that like 3 times at this point. Anyway, these no drops are fair game though. All right, let's go ahead and get started. Let's see how this goes. I'll go ahead and lead the chat on, like the chat overlay on the entire time, just so you guys can give commentary on what he can improve on, maybe provide resources. This is a community effort. We do try to help each other grow as a squad, because we're a family. The Skullgirls community is a big loving squad group. Alright, you play band. Oh, this is gonna be fun. Alright, I'm gonna be mean right away. I just wanna see how much you DP.
This sure takes me back.
Man, it's been a minute since I played. No, it hasn't. That's a lie. I played last night. Alright, good defensive start. Okay. 2 hits. Work on your air strings. You can definitely do more than that. Alright. Oh, you went to do heavy breaths. You didn't charge back enough. Okay. Come on, DP. DP. Push blocker on the first hit. There we go. Alright. So if I do a mid-screen, now it's going to be interesting, because now you know that you can DP to get out of that. But now DP out of this. There we go. Alright, let's get that work in there. Nice conversion off that grab. Alright, good burst bait. I respect that. IPS burst bait too. Not enough people do red burst baits. I respect that. Oh, I don't know how that hit me. That's wild. Ah! Very well. Okay, so a couple of things. One, you probably noticed that I kept on getting onto the other side. So at first I waited till you started DPing. When you started DPing, it worked. Good job. Then I kind of brought you out mid-screen, and I tried to jump over you every time I did that annoying little setup. That annoying little setup was to check if you understood how DP direction works. So the way inputs work in Skullgirls is you have to input everything the direction you're facing. So as I was crossing you, I should rephrase that. It checks your input buffer for what direction you were facing. If that doesn't mean anything to you, because like this is your first fighting game or whatever, in general, it basically means you have to start pressing DP in the other direction, because I'm gonna jump over you before you can actually DP. So I'm gonna be on the other side of you, which means you should have been inputting DP in the other direction, so that when you turn around, all you have to do is press the light punch button, and you'll suddenly do light DP. It's kind of hard to understand on its own. Ask people in the chat; they'll try to probably break it out and explain to you inside the Discord. It's like a tricky way to get around it, but in general, you should DP more, and that's not something I like to say, because in general, DPing a lot, and for those guys who don't know, this is a dragon punch, not double pen. Don't go around thinking this I'm using corn terms or something. When you use, what's it called? What was I trying to say? So when you use Dragon Punch a lot, when you use your beat extent, there we go, that's the word. You're completely invulnerable for the startup, so it's super good. You use light beat extent a lot. That being said, though, I hate saying that because using beat extent a lot is actually a bad habit, and normally you don't want to teach it to people, but you also don't want to scare people into never using it ever. It's not a bad option. It is an option, but it's a predictable option. So don't use it often, but you should use it enough that people are scared that you're going to use it. Okay. Alright, so you like playing the big band rock, paper, scissors, as it's lovingly called. Alright. I'm glad that worked. That's kind of funny. So what I'm trying to teach you here is about low throws. In general, low throwing is a really powerful option. It's kind of the same thing as a low and overhead mix-up. I'll probably do low overhead next match. But the idea is that when you're blocking low, you can't tech a grab. How grab teching works is you have to input grab tech when you could normally grab, which is why you can't be grabbed, or not, sorry, that's why you can't grab while you're crouching. Try it. If you press down and grab, nothing will come out. You'll get like light punches like that. And because of that, a lot of people don't realize that you can't tech grabs while crouching, and because of that, a lot of people fall for the low throw mix-up, where they'll try to block the low and then tech the grab, but they forgot that they were down backing, so if they're down backing, they can't tech the grab. That's the mix-up there. The easy answer to that is just hold up, not up back, up. If you hold up back, you'll be caught by pre-block. That's a whole nother story. If you want questions on pre-block, you can ask me later, and I can give you a link on that. I might have a video handy, and I'll link it after this match. So, yeah, watch the low throws a lot. Learn to neutral hop. Neutral hop is generally considered an intermediate technique because it's kind of scary. You don't want to always neutral hop, but the thing about neutral hop is you're not blocking while you're going upward, right? So what that means is if someone's pressing a button, your jump won't be canceled into pre-block. That's generally what it means. I'm gonna see if I can find a video for you real quick. Just give me a few seconds. I think I have one for pre-block. Yeah, I do. Cool. Look at me, being prepared. Hey there, Clownmaster, how are you doing? Glad for you to join us. Okay. Time to not potato. I love you already. Alright, yeah, so I provided a URL that will teach you about how pre-block works and why neutral hopping is powerful. That'll help you get out of low throw situations a lot. That's a very important defensive option. Now I'm probably going to go low overhead stuff, where neutral jumping will not work. So let's see how that goes. Sorry guys, I just can't stand playing band anymore. I really don't like this guy. Okay, so you block low a lot. I'm starting to think I can hit you with a lot of overheads. Then again, last game I was able to hit you with a lot of lows too. I think that was because you were trying to tech the grab. So I think you're panicking and switching between low and mid block a lot. Props for switching between them and not just dedicating to down backing. That being said, don't panic and try to like get a nice clean hit, and also get ready to push block. If you don't know how push blocking works, you press any two punch buttons while you're in blocks. Then when you know that giant nose sign that appears on top of your character, it's like pink and stuff. Whenever you're blocking, whenever you see that, you can actually push. So press two punch buttons and it'll send me away. Damn, I've gotten really bad at this. That's like a weird lag spike there, but that's fine. Good A-Train. Make my jumps are really predictable. You should be careful about A-Train because A, it moves you right in front of me. It's also, if you miss, like you're in trouble, like that. Alright, do some work. Let's see you block. Alright, so they fell for the beginner's trap. You always hold back away from your opponent. That's how you block. It's always quote-unquote holding back. You don't block opposite of the direction that the attack is coming from. That is extremely important. That is something that kind of tells me that you haven't played classic fighting games in a while, or ever. And that's totally okay. I'm kind of glad. Welcome to Skullgirls. but in general, be really, really wary about that. Always block holding away from your opponent, never away from the attack. Okay, so that's 3 games. What else should I teach you? What else should I teach you? I don't think you're jumping too much. Your defense needs work with high lows and low throws, was pretty obvious. Anybody think this is your first fighter? Yeah. It shows, but, like, that's a good thing. Like, I don't... It means you're, like, going to be learning the beginner mistakes very, very early. Or, hold on, learning the solutions to your beginner mistakes really, really early. You're going to become aware of them really, really early. Because, I mean, leave it to me. I'm going to take advantage of any little mistake you make. Sorry about that. Whoever wants a crank session, just volunteer. I do 1 a week. 1 or 2. Sometimes I'll do 2. They usually take a little while, so I usually try not to do too many of them. Oh yeah, I can teach you how to deal with zoning. Or I'm not going to teach you how to deal with zoning, but I'm going to start teaching you how to deal with zoning. This will be something that you have to learn throughout the rest of your fighting game career. I don't mean just Skullgirls, I mean all games will have a zoner and it's really hard to deal with. And being aware of your movement options, your character-specific options, all that stuff is going to be extremely crucial to help you for the rest of all fighting games. Even Smash. I'm so proud of you. I'm so happy you did that. Oh my god, that was patronizing. I apologize. No, that is good shit. That is exactly what you need to do. Oh my god,
I think proud of me too.
Sam, I am not proud of you.
Alright, well I'll leave now. I was only coming in to say hi since you were so lonely by yourself.
Thanks, Sam. I appreciate it. I missed you.
And then the sign must be off or something since nobody's saying test or anything, you know? It must be terrible. I'm not interrupting any advice right now, am I?
You are. I mean, not interrupting, I should say, but we're in the middle of a fight. I'm teaching a person how to zone, or how to deal with zone.
Oh, I see. Well, I wasn't gonna leave now. I was gonna, like, do stuff, but I wanted to make sure you were all good since you were by yourself.
Yeah, we're good. Thanks, though.
Alright. Alright then. Bye.
Bye. Ladies and gentlemen, Fluter Sam, our very own. Okay, so, hold on. Good job pairing the super. Good work jumping over a lot of my projectiles. I respect that. You know, you kind of know to jump after the item drop, which is really, really important. I don't know if that's an instinct of yours or if you realized it consciously. You want to block the item drop before, you want to block the item drop in the air, or not block it before you start jumping at all, because the item block, if you get hit by the item drop, then you're kind of screwed. So, okay, let's talk about options. So, A, when you parry, I'm sure you noticed this by now. When you parry things, this is actually a new change for Big Band. In the final patch, not the final patch, but like near the final patches, Big Band got the ability that when he parries, he like flies forward, like he like gets pulled towards the character, especially in the air. That's a whole nother thing. The other thing about Big Band is that, Heavy Brass has 2 hits of armor, so you can brass through things, but of course I can edit. It's a risky move, so be careful about that. If I have meter, at any point I can cancel whatever I'm doing into the beam super, and it'll tear through your armor, as you saw at the very end there. That's kind of what I was trying to show off at the end. When I put down Lenny, you did brass to try and punish me, but then I baited that out, did beam super, boom, you got hit. What else? So, for Big Band is weird, because he's really big. So there's not too many options he has. He has the parrying. He has all that, what's it called? He has heavy brass, but you have to use it sparingly. He also has heavy giant step. Don't forget about heavy giant step, although you have to find the right gap to actually really use it. I think the last game I'll just kind of just fight you, I guess. What else is there? I'm trying to think. There's lots of... Peacock has a dead zone. Big Ben can't use it because he's too big. Heavy symbols reaches really far. So something that a lot of people don't realize is actually one of the best ways to approach on Peacock with Band is to get half screen and then use M brass, not H brass. M brass is a lot safer and also a lot faster. So because of that, it's kind of harder for Peacock to really punish it on reaction. So if you're half a screen away and not like full distance away, about half of that, at that point you can hit max distance M brass. And that's super, super useful. So show your love to M brass. Now I guess I'll go talk about like general stuff. Because globally in Skullgirls, a lot of characters have double jumps. Use your double jump. A lot of characters, and I mean a lot of characters. Wait. Never mind. I was just about to repeat myself. But the other thing is you can do is you can block while dashing. So when you press 2 punch buttons, you'll dash forward. You can try it whenever you want. Press 2 punch buttons, you'll like run towards your opponent. While you do that, while you're running for a fixed amount of time. While you're running, if you hold back, you will actually block the entire time you're running. So you can actually run forward while blocking, which is actually really, really important. That lets you kind of gain some distance on Peacock, even though you're blocking all our projectiles. So just keep that option in mind. Also, don't forget super jumping and double jumping is a thing. Against Peacock specifically, that's I'm not even talking about this match. Remember that if you tap down and then up really, really fast, you'll go like 50% higher or something ridiculous. Like you go way, way higher and a lot faster too. So you can use that to gain a lot of height and then jump forward, and then you will, because you have a double jump, and therefore you'll gain a lot of distance, which is super useful. Oh, you got me. Nice push block. Good Arabs, good conversion, almost. Good block, good stuff. Yeah, you thought. Very well. Alright. So well played, Dry Eyes. A lot of defensive things you gotta work on, a little bit of movement things you gotta work on. As always, I feel like I'm obligated to say this. I didn't really get to see much more than a couple of strings come out of you. As always, work on your B&B. And this is kind of a tricky thing, because a lot of people think it's like, oh, combos are super good in this game. That's why everyone's got to practice their B&B. No, that's not quite right. We ask people to practice their B&B because we need people to be more familiar with the characters. A lot of people are not familiar with all the options that your characters really have, or a lot of the links that your characters can do. So because of that, we ask you to learn a lot of combos, at least a B&B, something that'll work on everybody. A little bit for the damage, but much more importantly, just so you know your characters a little bit more, so we can talk about more advanced things like matchups, resets, mix-ups, snaps, and all that other fun stuff that you really can't really utilize until you understand your own character first. That's the most important thing. Understand what you are doing with your own guy. So, yeah, check this link out. If you type !B&B into chat, you get a link to the B&B Compendium when Skullheart works. So this is a place where you can find some of the most used combos. I wouldn't say the most used combos, or the most like core combos of every character. You don't really need them and all that stuff. Oh, it's like I've got his corner B&B, but I couldn't get one on. Yeah, okay. Yeah, that's fine. To be fair, I don't know much more than that for Big Band either. I still can't do his mid-screen B&B. I really, I really got tired of trying to practice that character. Become one with your character. That is absolutely correct. Yeah, he's still trying to fix his mid-screen. It's tricky. It's not easy. If you need tips and advice from people on like how to get certain combos down, feel free to ask people in the Discord. As always, if you type !Discord, does that work still? Yeah, you can use that to join us and all that fun stuff. But other than that, check out the B&B Compendium. Get more familiar with the character. Learn all his basic stuff is useful. It's good things to know. Also, in general, it like teaches you things you can do from certain positions. There were times in the air where you hit me with jumping light punch, like air to air. You could have actually kept on going if you did jumping medium kick and then tapped jumping medium kick again. Like that would have let you go into like the second half of one of your normal mid-screen combos. So if you're more familiar with links like that, you'll just notice on the fly where it's like, oh, I got this random stray hit. I can turn it into a full combo. Wow, that's crazy. Oh, you play Pleasure on the other Discord? Oh, that's wild. Dude, you play on the, is that the Rabble Discord? What is it? What is it called? I'm blanking out. I've been outside the Skullgirls community for a hot minute. Yeah, Pleasure's Discord has his own little... Oh yeah, Pleasure is fantastic. That guy's really, really good. So if you keep practicing with him, you'll improve in no time. So props to you. Good luck. Skullgirls Central. That is not what I expected. That's cool though. I'm glad you played with Pleasure. Pleasure has his own little Discord with Rabble and everybody. I forgot what they're called. They have like a little squad name. They're all goofballs and memers and shenanigans. By the way, thank you for joining me. I hope to see you next week and keep practicing. I hope you enjoyed the game though. I'm glad that you chose Skullgirls to be like a fighting game you want to get good at. This game is absolutely beautiful, incredibly well designed. Lots of thought went into it, and it's also just a game where you learn something new every single time you play, no matter how long you played. Ask Kenji, but he charges for every word he types out a top dollar. Yeah, that's our boy. I love Kenji. All right, next up we have, let's see, what's the next matchup? Variance versus Valkyrie. If I remember correctly, Valkyrie couldn't stay late, so we're putting them on top of the intermediate bracket. Let's go ahead and get them in here and see how this goes. Reminder, guys, if you are participating today, please always join the group chat. It makes it really easy to invite you to our lobby so we can have you on stream and give you our commentary. I do not see Valkyrie or... I do see Variant online. Alright, so send invite to the lobby in Skullgirls. Don't see Valkyrie. Okay, I'm gonna see if I can add Valkyrie and... Yeah. Alright, so Variant is here. Good stuff. This will be the second game I get 1K hours played in. Oh, 1K plus hours. Hell yeah. Got a long way to go. This is a lot of work you gotta put in, but I'm sure you could. 3 hours. If you play 3 hours a day, I shit you not, you will be competitive in no time. But it's something really, really important you gotta remember about practicing any game. Some FX guy. What? Is that actually Valkyrie? Yo, Valkyrie, can you type somewhere and confirm that that's you? Alright, Valkyrie versus Variant, let's go. We got it going smooth. Reminder, guys, that if you guys enjoyed the commentary and want to hear it again, or like are listening to me when I say make sure you pause the stream before you actually play the matches with me, the VODs go up right after the stream. I immediately start uploading them to YouTube, and also, of course, right after your set, you can watch them on Twitch, and which is nice because you get that live chat replay, which is super useful. You gotta find someone to play consistently against, too. Yeah, it's a lot of pros like Combo Breaker and Frosty. I'm glad those are the two majors you mentioned. Those two are my favorite majors. A lot of people like CEO Otaku too, but CEO Otaku is mostly chill. It's not really, I wouldn't even call it competitive, really. Like, it's definitely a major. A lot of people take it seriously, don't get me wrong. But for the most part, people go to have fun with the Skullgirls community, because after that, there's like a 4-month break before another major. 3-month maybe. Alright. Kind of interesting zoning with tiers. Your tiers are a little bit too far apart. I don't know if it's on purpose or whatever. Also, a reminder that when your assist is incoming, they're actually invulnerable until their first active startup frame, where they're vulnerable. During their first active, the first startup frame, not first active startup frame. What does that mean? Yeah, so the first startup frame, they're vulnerable no matter what the assist is. And if they're certain assists have a little bit of extra vulnerability, some assists have no invulnerability. It depends on the assist person. So in Pillar's case, it's only 1 frame vulnerability. So if you're gonna snap like really dramatically like that, make sure you time it just so they've already landed, and before they actually done anything. It'll be a frame perfect attack. So it's like mad risky to do that. Snipe, good flight cancel there. There is no hit stop. There is a locking time before that bullet will immediately hit you. Ooh, let him land and just do the overhead. Halo probably could have flown there. I don't think that's guaranteed. Ooh, letting him land, do the overhead hitting. Maybe it's not. Maybe you can't really get out of that. I mean, you do land. You could have pillared. There's a meme in most fighting games called mashing DP. You guys have probably heard of it at this point. You guys aren't new. Obviously, with Parasol, you can't mash DP. That doesn't mean that you shouldn't use DP often. Parasol's DP is mad annoying to deal with if people do it consistently. So, buffer more and use it more also. DP converts, like, I think, right? Like, you do DP, bike guy, and then like gets you like a medium-sized combo. Slow overheads? Yeah, right? They are really slow. Her overheads are super reactable, but for some reason, some psychological game is played with your brain, because nobody really blocks those overhead often enough. A lot of that comes down to, it's like, until you're really familiar with the character, you'll notice that you end up watching your own character a lot. This is true for any fighting game. For those guys who don't realize it, when you're new to a fighting game, watch how much you look at your own character and not at your opponent's character. And for any game that you're super familiar with, like a game that is like, oh yeah, you know it like the back of your hand, look at how much you actually pay attention to your opponent's character. And even more than that, look at how much you pay attention to neither character and like between your two characters to see where your opponent is approaching and not approaching. That'll happen a lot more. It's like an evolution thing. Good tier pressure. Good waiting it out. Nice attempts to approach. Space out a little bit better. And full screen boat into DP is not a thing, I think. Especially now if your opponent is free to backdash. I don't know how that works though. If they're cornered, then it's okay. So I would recommend like approaching a little bit more slowly until they don't have much more of a space to back up. Because remember, these stages don't scroll. Like, they're not endless. So once they're cornered, now you're free to approach with the boat. What are they gonna do? Did not think that assist would work there. That's pretty great. Good blocks. Good flight cancel into trying to apply more pressure. That's a real problem. I really don't understand these characters. I am learning the rest of the cast at this point. Like, that's kind of what I've been doing in my spare time. So hopefully I'll understand this better. Good hatred guard. For those of you guys who don't know, Painwheel does have the ability to armor through things by holding her punches. She can also do that in the air. Is that only her punches? Can she do it with her kicks too? I'm not actually sure about that. I don't think she can do it with her kicks. But I believe lights have 1 hit of armor, mediums have 2 hits of armor, and heavies have 3 hits of armor? Maybe? No, it's like 1, 2, 2, and then when you have hatred install, you get more armor. Maybe it's 1, 1, 2. Any Painwheel players in chat? I don't remember how the armor works. Yeah. Either way, my point is, for the opponent, it's always safest to double tap, not double tap, press 2-hit buttons, like 2-hit normals. So if you press it like twice or something, it'll break through the armor, especially if it's a light. Like, almost everyone has a 2-hit standing light punch. I think even Parasol does. Yeah, even Parasol does. Although hers is the only light punch in the game that's like 7 frame. She has the slowest light punch in the game. Because it's disjointed and it's stupid good. You play Painwheel. There's so much lag in push blocks. Here are coming out. Oh, okay, do you want me to split up the matchup variants? You can just tell me if you want me to split up the matchup. Because, I mean, this person is offshore. Yeah. Let me know after this game. We can split it so it's what's it called? What was I trying to say? Come on, brain. I believe in you. We can split the matchup so you're playing your last 3 games separately against me each. I would say with me and my co-host, but my co-host is dead. Das Bird. Good stuff. I was waiting for that. There we go. No conversion, unfortunately. I think you have to do bite guys there if you want to convert, just because it was so far away. I'm not really sure about that. Maybe dash up crushing hard punch? Nah. I really don't know. This is something you have to ask Penny. I would honestly clip that and just be like, hey, could I convert off this at Penny? Then in the Discord, Penny will love to help you. Penny loves anything Parasol. Nice weaving. I like the flight in there. I mean, both of you could have easily hit each other multiple times at this point, so might want to work in your neutral. You guys are playing a little bit too passive. Good jumping hard punch. Had to reset there because you don't have the link. Alright, so kind of a big rule I have about intermediate brackets, you guys shouldn't be dropping. I know this in this case it's a connection, but just in general statement, if you guys have trouble doing your B&B at all, I recommend just staying in beginners until you're really, really consistent with it. I'm not saying you're a beginner, I'm just saying that's what the bracket is for. The bracket is there to practice your fundamentals. Intermediate we're supposed to talk about like a lot more about advanced mix-ups and setups and stuff like that. So, if you find yourself dropping your combos a lot, I highly recommend practicing it in the lab and joining beginners if you need to. One thing that is commonly considered like a rule of thumb is you use, what's it called? You use the training lab to do your combo 10 times in a row. If you can't do it 10 times in a row, then you gotta keep practicing it. If you can do it 10 times in a row, then you're probably... So much lag, my push blocks aren't coming out. Oh, okay, yeah, that's the same one. Flashbacks to Penny's Parasol Burst Space. Penny is yeah. Her deck's really good. She's kind of, it's pretty evil. Honestly, the thing that she needs to work on the most is her neutral, which is funny because she keeps on talking about how much she loves neutral, but like I don't think she understands Skullgirls neutral, because I think that alone will, if she like mastered Skullgirls neutral, I think nothing could stop her in tournaments. I think she can go ham. Her reaction time is insane. Her execution is insane. Her just overall ability to play the game is pretty wild. Although it is funny watching Penny get upset every time I beat her. If I beat her. Hank is so much hardcore and combo repetition with JP or Penny. The thing is like, it's about feeling your character. It's so weird to explain because like, you'll know that you are like really solid and in sync with a character because you will just out of nowhere your brain will just be like, yeah, I could probably do this link after that link and this like thing like after that link. Like you'll just kind of play on autopilot and it works out really nicely. I went into the trials and did the squiggly combos. I had never seen those combos before in my life, and it took me 1, maybe 2 try to do them all because it's just like, yeah, I know what my character feels like. I know what my character looks like. Like that all makes sense. And that really only comes from just grinding it out. People learn by repetition. Muscle memory builds from repetition. You gotta put in the work. And you don't have to necessarily lab it out. You can go into a game and be like, hey, I want to make sure I do the first 4 strings of my combo no matter what this time. And all you try to do is get a hit confirm into those 4 strings. You don't do any resets, you just try to get a hit confirm into those 4 strings. Who cares if you lose or win? You have a goal in mind. Get that goal down. And like, that's fine. That's better than lab, in fact. Because then you learn like neutral. You learn how to like get a hit. And then after you get 4 strings in, you say, I want a 5 strings. And after 5 strings in, you can say, I want the whole combo. You know, step by step. You want to become really, really familiar with how your character feels. I didn't play the Skullgirls for a year, picked up Squiggly, and within like 5 minutes I was stanceling. Like, stanceling is a very difficult thing to execute compared to most games. Like, if you haven't played Squiggly before, go ahead and try to do Squiggly stances. It's really weird. That was a really close game, and I'm kind of sad that I was too busy ranting than commentating. And yeah, I've heard the Mike Z thing where it's like one of the very few things that me and Mike Z probably will never sync up on. Where Mike Z thinks like close games aren't necessarily good games. To me, they always are, because no matter how bad the players are, when the game is close, you still like feel your ass just clenching tight at like, what the fuck is gonna happen next? Who's gonna get that hit? Oh, it's just Crank, the comeback. Hey, Servon, how's it going? But yeah, it's me. Good to be here. You know, I'm glad I'm back. Although, ironically, the next 2 streams I don't think I'm gonna be able to do. So, there's that.
Everyone good to go? Take the shot.
Got that jumping medium kick in. Wow, you weaved around that pillar. That's kind of crazy. Why can Eliza do that? Like, her body is so big. I don't understand how a pillar didn't hit her. Nice anti-air grab. That's the worst part about Parasol air to air. If Parasol's on the ground and you jump up, she can just chase after you and use magnet hands. Do I want to play later? No, because I'm going to a local, unfortunately. Sorry. I totally would love to play though. I can hit you up sometime this week. Are you usually available around like 4 or 5 p.m.? Eastern? I don't know. Yeah, you got Rabble to tutor you? Yeah. This community is amazing. Link, you don't have, or Bombchu Link? Bombchu Link, sure. Bombchu Link, you don't have to like put in hours. Like literally just play an hour a day. Like come home, grab some coffee, tea, or whatever drink to calm yourself down from work or school or wherever you're going, and just play for an hour. Even 45 minutes. Just play for a little bit. Do the little things like practice your B&B or play a couple of sets with people. Like it doesn't take that long. Just doing that every single day really, really adds up. Yeah. But Servant, I really, really do want to play you. But I'm absolute garbage right now, so I'm kind of embarrassed to like really do sets with anybody, but I will fight you. 4 to 5 p.m. EST can do, yeah. Yeah, okay. I'll try to come home from work early sometime this week and see if I can hit you up. come to DF5 in Sweden next week. All right, I might be rich. I'm not that rich. Well played by the two players. I apologize for like lack of commentary. Really, like there were only very few things I could talk about. You guys are playing in lag, so I mean I couldn't really talk much more than the B&B. I would recommend making that Eliza setup consistent. Like the one thing that Eliza was doing was like weaving around behind that pillar. That one time I like called it out. I would say replay that a few times and see if you can make that consistent. See if you can consistently weave around pillar like that. If you can, that's a golden setup. Like you want that. I'm not saying it doesn't exist. I'm not saying like other people don't do it, but if you can consistently dodge pillar wake ups like that and play Oki like that, that's really solid. If you don't know what Oki is, you probably shouldn't be intermediate. No offense. Just look it up, I guess. Speaking of looking up terminology, if you type !TERMS, it produces a link of a wiki of all fighting game terms. Look up Oki, or it might be Okizami. I'm not actually sure what it's under. All right. All right. All right, sorry, I gotta go cook something. Yeah, go eat some delicious fooding. I've been cooking a lot lately because I was on keto until yesterday. I'm probably not going to go on keto until next month again. But cooking my own food is wild. I love my own food. The problem is like keto combined with my own cooking is normal. Like it's just okay because I know I could do better. But I require things that wouldn't work for keto, which sucks. What doesn't suck is our final matchup of the day. It's Real Robot and Quigley. I love Quigley. All right, let's go ahead and get these two players in. I have real internet. Yours is fake internet. All right. Next time, if it's too laggy, you can as Variant is saying, you can fight the commentator instead. Alright, yeah. So whenever you're experiencing a lot of lag with your opponent, feel free to ask me to split the matchup up. We'll just turn it into two separate matchups, both against me or me and the commentators, things like that. So if you ever experience a lot of lag, don't let it ruin your set, because we still want to be able to give you advice, right? Still important. Alright, so Fraudulent Robot is in here. By fraudulent, I mean real robot. Can't fool me. You think if a real robot had like little machine mask on it, people wouldn't believe it's a robot because it's wearing a machine mask? Why would a machine mask be on a real machine? I don't know. This is the mix-up. Sometimes I say crazy things. We're still waiting on Quigley. I've never heard of Quigley. Actually, that's probably a lie. I probably know Quigley and just don't remember Quigley. At Quigley. We'll give it about 30 seconds to see if they show up. I should also check the Steam chat. I just realized that. Just a reminder, ladies and gentlemen, if you are going to be signing up for Get Great, or Be Great for that matter, please, please, please join the corresponding group chat. It is greatly appreciated when you do. We really, really appreciate the convenience that we get from just being able to invite you onto the stream very, very quickly. It keeps the stream going a lot more smoothly. So a reminder that if you are participating, join the group chat and stay in the group chat until the end of the stream, or until you're completely done, obviously. You don't have to stay till the very end. Because otherwise we just end up waiting around being like, is this person around? Are they alive? Do they exist? Help. I'm an adult. Alright, let's check out Quigley's Steam page. Alright, it looks like Quigley is currently offline and been offline for 11 hours. So it seems very unlikely that they're going to make it. If Quigley does make it, yell at me very loudly in Twitch chat or Steam chat or group chat or whatever, or Discord, I don't care. Where's the link to the stream? Oh, were you not on the stream? It's the link to the stream. Never mind, got it through. Well, Valkyrie, I hope you definitely watch the VODs. I mean, we didn't really say much about your set. Your set was pretty standard as far as I can go. I would just say, like, keep on working on it. I should have probably paid a bit more attention to see if I can figure out some neutral tips for you guys. I apologize. If you guys want me to, like, reanalyze your set, just at me. If you guys are just extremely dissatisfied, that's fine. I will do, like, a step-by-step review of it. Just because I mostly feel bad that I didn't really get to say much. There's probably a lot of neutral things I could have said. Like the gaps between the tier shots, failed pillar buffering, and all that other stuff. So those are things, you at least have a couple of things to work on that I did say, but I probably could have said a lot more. Not that you really need it. You should always work on a little bit every week. Like, we won't tell you everything's wrong with your play here at Skullgirls Get Great every week. We'll just tell you the things you need to work on most to hit the next level. I know quickly why? Yeah, it's unfortunate. Super Mario Sports mixes Overu. Hey there, Nico-chan, how you doing? Overu! Speaking of Overu, it has gone over the limit of minutes we are willing to wait for Quigley. We're gonna go ahead and heck you up, robot. It's gonna be me. I'm the Quigley. Alright, I'm mostly just gonna fight you because it's an intermediate bracket. I mean, I don't know. No, I don't know. I'll see if I can... I don't know. I'll see if I can... I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes you just gotta... I don't know.
Something big is about to happen!
You need so many better conversions off of throw, dude. Off of a throw conversion, like, I think Philia just gets a full combo. You can do so much more than that. Oh, rollback. Wild. Just spinning. I can just imagine you spinning your stick in circles like, I'm just gonna let this stop. Oh, well. Oh, well, no Daisy. That's fine. Well played, Fraudulent Robot. 4 more to go. But yeah, dude, work on your Philia conversions off your throw, for sure. Everybody needs those. I think you can convert off of Banner's throw with Philia. Am I crazy? Especially in the corner. Work on your timing when you're staggering. Yeah, hit stop is too good. Work on that conversion too. So from the... Alright, so you can lab that out really easily. If you're in the corner and you get hip... What's it called? You're being pressured and you Gregor out, lab converting off of that against every character. That takes time, but you're in an intermediate bracket. Everything you want to do at this point will take time. Spin that 360 stick. Okay, there we go. I was just about to say, you gotta really learn your conversion off that. I mean, you still need to practice it, but if you DP after that sword, you should be able to convert it to a full combo, which does a lot of damage. Yeah, you thought. What the fuck? Not expect that. Yeah. So, Philia conversions off the throw. Bella 360 conversion. Those are 2 very important things you absolutely need to practice. Let's see what else. Doing longer combos for sure. You're like barely ever building any Endizzy on me. Do a Brisbane, dude. Oh, that was me just getting mixed up. Well played. Yeah, you thought. Oh, okay. Nice. I should have gone for a center stage Daisy. That would have been funny. I like that you waited to do 360 until you thought I was comfortable not jumping. Good mind game stuff. I don't know if you were doing that on purpose or not, but I'm going to give you the benefit of the doubt. Why is Squiggly so tiny? Because she's a, what, 14-year-old girl? All 14-year-old girls are tiny. Do-do-do-do. This setup is hilarious. Okay. You should be making people smile. Take a word from Squiggly's book. That's okay, Robot. You always put a smile on my face. I hope you never leave Get Great. I mean, I hope you leave because you're really good, I guess I should say. Why does stupid tiny underdeck girl tell me so much? Okay, so I'm gonna leave you a little. I'm gonna give you a spooky little secret. Bella's actually considered one of the best characters in the game, but one of her worst matchups is actually Squiggly, which is one of the worst characters in the game, which is really funny. So like, Squiggly actually does extremely good against Bella because, well, lots of reasons. She has a lot of ways to punish a lot of Bella's whiffs, where most people would not. Most people will be able to make a lot of her whiffs safe. The other thing is, like, you're doing a lot of Bella setups that, like, are really predictable. You're not ending in command throw or the anti-air grab. You're not, like, trying to mix up 50-50 like that. You get a 50-50 at the end of every block string. I hope you understand that. The other thing is, like, you're not really using your assist. Most likely because you're waiting for your assist to die before you switch characters. You could have alpha countered, you could have DHC'd, you could save a little bit of meter. Like, there's lots of things you could have done. There we go. So let your character heal, and now like use your assist, make your string safe. I highly recommend it. Emphasis on letting your character heal. Good mix-ups, good mix-ups. Ah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. Oh no, I'm dead. Well played. Good work. So that's 2 and 3? Yeah, so that's 5 games. Well played. Hope he graduates, you mean? Well, yeah, that's what I meant. Wait, what's funny? Yeah, that is definitely what I meant. I hope you graduate, Real Robot. If you don't graduate, I hope you stay here until you do graduate. Oh, that was 5. Yeah, that was fast, wasn't it? I'll play one more, why not? Just for fun, because I'm here, and it's the end of the stream. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining us for Skullgirls Get Great. Every Saturday at 3 p.m. Central, 4 p.m. Eastern, etc., etc. This is a bit of a Walmart brand that kind of happens once a month or so, because I travel a lot. Partially for work reasons, lots of other reasons. Let's beat up the little schoolgirl first. Dang. Stretch those legs. That works? That's hilarious. I did not think that would work. That's whack. Yeah, you thought. What? What? Sorry about that. Alright. Oh, what was that about? What's funny about Cerebella pairings? Oh yeah, so Cerebella tends to be really, really bad against Squiggly. So that's like it's not always true, but like I'd like to point out if Squiggly hits you with a dive kick in the air, as an air to air, it's always your turn. Wait. Squiggly hits, yeah, unless it's heavy Gravedigger, or heavy Gravedigger as opposed to any other Gravedigger. But yeah, good games. Well played. So yeah, check out the VODs. They'll be going up soon. I gotta run to, well, I mean, take a shower and then go to a venue. So, and well, by venue, I mean some dude's apartment, but same difference. So, thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for joining us for Skullgirls Get Gr8. Once again, we go live every week. Feel free to sign up. I will put up the signups right after the stream closes as well. So, you guys can look forward to that. I hope you all practice and let your friends know this game's doing fantastic, actually. Surprisingly, it's actually really cool how well this game's doing, considering it's been 7 years since this game came out. We still have an enormous scene for a 7-year-old game. That's like unheard of, honestly. This really shows how much love and effort was put into to make this game really enjoyable for everybody. So yeah, check that out. If you guys find Quigley, tell them I'm sorry that they couldn't make it to the stream, but maybe next time. See you guys. I forgot how to stop streams. Do 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 do.